recording this thing for you guys, so you guys might need to go over later, so you do not forget it. I know it is a bit tough topic. It's, but once you just 1 second. Might so I'll go quickly few things that you guys know what is the uqad mean now, right? And what is the aqidah, right? Which is,
Yeah.
let me know quickly.
I know what the
Aqidah is word from, yalla, someone gonna tell me. Yalla, go ahead. Whoever is ready.
say me. Like you get tied up.
Beautiful, beautiful. So this was the, I'll go very quickly for 5 minutes maybe. What was the previous thing? In the linguistically term, the word akida is derived from the word al-aqad, which refers to the tying, securing, or pulling with strength. Uqad trying to opposite. So basically, some synonym of the aqidah in our time. If you hear the word sunnah, word tawheed, asuluddin, fiqh al-akbar, sharia, iman, all those sort of things, aqidah. So this is you guys have to understand this one, yellow ones. So I'm going again and again. This the whole term. I have to repeat it several times. I don't care because I want you to get this thing. The definition of sound aqidah is a firm belief in Allah and what one should believe about Him in terms of the divinity and His lordship, His names and attributes, right? Asma sifat. It also implies in His angels, books,
I think to one
last decree. Here, decree, right? Means whatever is coming nice in your life and whatever is a bit tough, still from the Allah. Both good and bad, as well as everything in the mention in sound religious texts of principle of religion matters to unseen and whatever we are told about unseen. I have gone through this thing thoroughly, so I don't need to repeat it. Are we on the same page, boys?
Yes.
Hey, Abdullah,
Yes.
you guys know this thing or?
Yeah, we know this.
No. Mahib and Abdullah, can you guys please respond?
Can you please respond? No.
How about you?
I just did.
So you got it now?
No, I said no.
Oh, okay. I think this is the third or fourth week we keep on reviewing the same thing, Abdullah. You're the only one not getting it. If you have any trouble to understand this thing, let me know, mera beta.
Last time.
So what you're not getting it, mera beta? Okay. What is the aqidah? Okay, look at me now. I'm explaining this thing, and you have to understand. This is like it's the fourth week now in a row. I need to move on, and we are not moving on only because of you. And when I talk, you don't listen, and when I go further, you have to stop me and ask me if you don't understand, mera beta. Jihad is the youngest one. He's getting it. Look, aqidah is a fundamental thing. So basically, Allah, who is Allah, we have to know, and it is a firm belief that we have to believe in Allah. He is the Rabb. He made whole earth, and He has a kingdom. He has so many names, which is Al-Khaliq, that He's a creator, He's a Malik, He's a master, He is a Razak, He is the one provide the risk and to your dad, to you, to us. He is all these attributes of Allah. And so Asma or Sifat means attributes, Rabubiyya and Aluhiyya. So a divine of Allah, that only Allah to be worshipped, and the lordship of Allah, that He is the king, He is the master, He is the Lord. So along with that, we need to understand we have to have few things which we have to believe, that He has angels. We don't see the angels, but we have to believe. And his books like Quran and the Torah and all these old testimonies, which was in the without modified. Nowadays, only Quran is which is not been modified. And messengers like Prophet Muhammad Sallam, Isa alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, all these messengers, we have to have the belief. And the last day, that the one day everyone gonna die and would be revived, and we have to um, basically there's a accountability, that accountability will take place. If a person has done good, he'll go to the paradise. If he's not okay, obviously he is going to the hellfire. So, and his decree, which is good and bad, it means qadri khayrihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala. So if something is tough in your life, Allah knows it. Allah wanted to test you about your patience, how humble you are. If Allah want to give you something also from Allah, that Allah gave you money or game or nice clothing or car or luxury, whatever, and other people they're starving in a hunger, it is from Allah. So Allah wanted to test us whether we do the shukr or we are arrogant. And unseen matters. So these are, we have to have these beliefs, and because of these beliefs, this is a part of our, like, page 1 of our Islam. Because we are Muslim, we have to have this thing. Do you guys understand now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mohib, you got it?
Understand?
Okay, if I ever ask you guys Aqidah means from the uqad, that we tied up this thing. It means it's not like by chance that we are a Muslim. It's not like that. Yeah, we are lucky enough. We are in a Muslim family, but if you see something, even in a Muslim family, which is not aligned according to the Islamic values, we should stop doing these things. So we have to see the life, our school, our jobs, our relationship, or everything through the glasses of our Islam. Because do you guys I'll show you this one. See about this thing, last day. Because if we do not act like the way we supposed to be, we will be trouble in here. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll be keep on next 3 months. I'll be. Oh, Saad is here. Saad, you with us, Mirabita?
Yeah.
You getting it, or you have any question?
I get it.
Okay. Later we'll keep on coming back and forth in this semester, We were gonna be going through all these hadiths and the Quranic thing, but let me tell you few things first. That we were talking about even last halaqa. It is condition of a righteous deed being accepted to Allah. Why aqidah is so important? If a person's aqidah is not right, it's important. Aqidah is like, if I want my way and this guy want his way, not gonna work. We have to have this solid belief in order for our good deeds to be accepted. Makes sense, boys?
Yes.
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 Number two,
Just stop.
core of the message of all the messengers, not only Prophet Muhammad sallam, it's a core message. All the messengers from Adam alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, Musa alayhi salam, and the Prophet Muhammad sallam, though they have a little bit a different legislation, different books, they have one core issue, which is oneness of Allah. Don't associate, partner with the Allah, and the Aqidah, what we are having, all those prophets and their nations, all the humanity, in order to go to the Jannah, all have to believe in the same thing, in this Tawheed. So it's not something new we came up with. Even the Jews and the Christians, they done so many error in their books. So that's why, because they kept on modifying and all these things, but originally they had the same values. I want to make sure that you guys, and I'm gonna share this thing with you guys, but you do not let me go further if you do not comprehend this thing. So you guys have to stop me. If you are saying yes, I'm assuming that you know all these things. All right?
Yes.
Okay, so in order for us to be all these good deeds to be accepted, that's why we need the aqidah. In order, all these prophets, everyone, they preach the same way what we did. All right? This word you have to know. Okay, I'll write it in Arabic. In Quran, it is written like that. Taghut. Okay, I'll write it nicely. Taghut. Taghut refers to anything and anyone that is worshipped beside Allah and approves. It can be a system, it can be a person, it can be anything which is, he has his own idea. Taghut. Okay? When I'll come back next week, I'll ask you what is a taghut. And at least you guys have to know what is a taghut. Okay? I'm making this video on the YouTube for you guys. If you guys have to go through again and again, I don't mind. Number three, Aqidah is essential to human being. It is more essential to the air and water. So air and water, we still can live a bit, but this is so because in our instinct, we want to know, where did I come from? Why was I created? Where will I go after the death? What is outcome of not having on this answer? If we do not have this answer, people, they will be suffering and mental illnesses and a lot of things happens. So we need each human being, whether they are big or small, young or old, they have this thing. So what is this whole thing is? This aqidah will calm you down, that it will give you all these answers. We're all right up to here?
Yes.
Okay. Number four, it is means of attaining sense of security, guidance in the world, in this world and hereafter. So in order for you guys have a secure, mentally secure, physically secure.
Lecture, I didn't get the one before this one.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm more than happy that you stop me right there and then. So normally, any human being, sometimes our brain stuck in some like we think, why? What is this world? Who can be Allah? What is the um, hellfire? What is the angel? Why don't we see it? Why this and why that and what? So every human being, sometimes they have a lot of questions, and specifically when they are kids, they abruptly say anything to the parents, and sometimes parents they get offended. Oh, don't ask this thing. Oh, don't ask this thing. But it is there. When they grow up, they feel shame that maybe other people they will think bad about me, so I should not ask these things. But we all know that all these questions are here, right? When you have a sound aqidah, all these things will calm you down. So and more we learn, we will understand why this aqidah is that important for us. You got it, my beta?
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful. It is a very, very heavy topic. And the way you guys are getting it, I'm amazed. And I'm telling you that it is very nice that if you guys um, keep on. I know this is tough ones, okay, but this is important because I recently became to know that we have a trouble. There's a malfunction, even with the elders. Actually, with the elders, because I'll throw the example here, which we're gonna be discussing in coming halaqas and even today. And I was responding this thing about in two days before that with the adults, some people they were getting paranoid that why my dua is not getting accepted, why I'm in trouble, why this guy he was so bad to me and still he's in a happy life, and why I'm the one suffering, and why is this, and so many things happens in our life too, right? And because this human life's ride is not smooth. It is always a roller coaster. I'm telling you right now, the way you guys are seeing this thing with the dad and mom, it's not gonna be like that, like forever. They are sheltered. You guys are, well take care, like you guys are taken care of for everything. You don't have to worry about the food and the laundry and about the grocery and the money, and someone is taking care of you guys. Some people, kids, they are in the war zone. Forget about the mom and dad. They don't even have a house and the next meal. They have no relatives. They have no one around. Don't you guys see these things crying for the water? So now, or someone, so what is this aqidah will gonna help us? I'll show you how it's gonna help us. Actually, I'm gonna be giving you guys a little bit of the scenarios so you'll understand a bit more. So I know this is very tough, but I never taught these things. I was assuming that everyone would understand. But now, recently, I start realizing a lot of people they know this. Oh, what is the iman? Oh, amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi. I believe in Allah and the messengers and the books. But they don't know in a depth the way you guys are learning. So okay, I'll go back before I go ahead. If I stop here and I take the same scenario, if that person who was complaining that why my dua is not getting accepted, and why I'm the one suffering, and why I'm this thing, or why it is happening to me, and this guy was cruel, and this guy was offended, and this guy was why I am the one only having these troubles. See this slide, what you guys just learned. Can anyone tell me the answer is here? Not the big boys first, the younger ones first. Either jihad, Muhammad Saad, I'll accept from you. Abdullah or Mohib. Jibril and Hassan Ali, you're gonna be the last one to respond.
Okay.
This person, he is worried, he's complaining, he's whinging that his dua is not getting accepted. And he is the one only suffering. Why? Yalla. Saad, just I can't see your hands. Just go ahead.
The reason his dua might not be getting accepted is because like he might not like his dua might not be like meaningful.
No, what I'm saying is there is an answer. What we just learned, there's an answer here. In this yellow part, there's some answer. Yellow. Whoever is ready, just speak out.
Okay. That's it.
Wahid and Abdullah.
Yeah.
Allah can do anything. Like he can like
Okay, no. You're right, but I want you to pick from this thing. Okay, let me go. I'll give you guys a hint. Believe in Allah, right? This is the definition of the Aqidah, right? And believe about Him in terms of the divinity, that He's a Lord, and about His attributes. These are the first thing we learn, right? And having belief, one second, Abdullah, I'll come back with you. We're believing on what? So we're believing in angels, in books, his messengers, last day, decree, both good and bad, as well as everything. Okay, as well as everything that mentioned in a sound religious text of a principle and religious matter, what unseen and what are we told about unseen. So basically, I'll highlight only unseen things. Among this highlighted, there's some keyword which is the answer of that for that person. Why this person is saying, oh, my dua is not getting accepted, I'm in trouble. Why? Jibril, I saw your hand. Let me go back to Abdullah first. Yalla, Abdullah.
The reason why his dua might be not being accepted is because it said in the definition that that you should believe in Allah and he's got lordship. So yeah, he knows what's good for you and what's not good for you. Sometimes you might be thinking that doing this is good for me, but Allah knows it's actually bad for you. So yeah, he wouldn't accept it.
Beautiful. This is one of the things. So you linked your answer to be in the lordship here, right?
Yeah, and that you should believe in Allah. The first line.
Okay, so in also believing in Allah, this one. Anyone else who gonna tell me something? Yes, Jibril.
because the person Allah is not accepting his du'as because Allah knows in the last day his rewards will he will be righted, and the person that did the bad stuff to him will be judged.
Oh, beautiful. So now look at the beauty. Look at the beauty. So you basically want to link with this one, right? Of the last day, right? So even he is oppressed, if he is not getting caught by the police or the authority in this life, at the final day, he gonna be having the accountability. And you're gonna get all this good deed of him, right? Okay, beautiful. Hassan Ali, I saw your hand.
So basically, we also need to believe in like his decree, like whatever is gonna happen to him, good or bad.
Bingo. Why you guys were not picking this one? Yours ones are also good, very nice. But why you guys were overlooking this thing? Look at that. Yalla, go ahead, Hassan Ali.
That's all. Like, so whatever like comes to him, like for example, someone else passes an exam and you fail an exam, you're gonna be like, I made dua, so why didn't I pass the exam? So this basically this life is only temporary, so it's just a test. So we have to accept all the good stuff and bad stuff which happens to us.
So basically, oh, yes, go ahead, Abdullah.
Like I got this like explanation from Hassan scenario, but like you see how he was talking about an exam, for example, yeah. There's a high school you really want to go to, and that high school will like shape your future really nice. But Allah doesn't like, but you don't pass, but you did make dua. Then that means Allah had a hardship waiting for you in the future, and if you pass it, then you get the reward for it in Jannah. And if you like struggle in it, you don't want to do it, and you quit, and like you start saying bad stuff to Allah, then you're gonna go to hell for like failing your hardship and like not accepting, because right now, yeah, there's a hardship going on in Palestine, and they're trying to like pass, so yeah, they'll have their reward in Jannah. But yeah.
Excellent, Mirabeta. So this is the halqa what I was wishing for. We need to understand, and that's why if I tell you guys this thing, what you guys are talking, and if you guys comprehending this aqidah, do you guys know, I'm not exaggerating, if I'll say about 99% of the Muslim people, adults, they don't understand these things. They only know what is Iman, what is Islam, all. But when the time comes to implement these things, to see these things in their life, they shattered, confused. Why? Man, why? Because you did not understand your aqidah. That's why. But whatever you guys are saying, I'll throw in a different thing. Allah says a word in the Quran, sa'a. Sa'a means whatever you struggle. It means Allah, if you guys are good at school, Allah will bless you with the high marks and very good schooling and very good whatever you're gonna be doing the struggle. So same thing for the Jannat al-Firdaus. If you are a nice person, if you're doing all these good things and you listening to the commands of the Allah and all these things, Allah will bless you. It's not like all these, but along with that, if you guys have some issues, let's say health issues, or car breakdown, or something happens in your life, you guys got to be patient, because Allah say, how many times Allah says in the Quran, Allah is with the sabirin. Inna Allah ma'as sabirin. Don't you know that Allah is with those people who are patient? If you are humble, if you're not getting everything what you need in your life. Abdullah and Mahib, your camera is off, Mirabeta. Can you turn it on? So Abdullah, where's Abdullah? Can you turn off these screensaver things so I can see both of you guys? I don't need the screensavers because only one person is appearing. So anyway, we need to understand if, as you guys just discussed, if we know that something good or some trial is coming from Allah, it means if something good is coming, it means Allah wanted to check if I'm doing shukr of Allah, if I'm praying, if I'm same thing with your dad and mom. If they're nice with you and you want to yell back, man, go get a life. Like, how come? Allah is same thing. Allah want to see, are you gonna be yelling back? I'm gonna be Are you gonna be whinging and you saying maybe you have 10 toys and you do not have the 11th one because your mate at school he has it, and you start whinging? Allah will say, man, I'll give you 10. How about that? You did not even did shukr, and you did not even we don't complain about the things which are missing out of the hundreds of lists. But maybe these people, they do not have the hundreds, they have only two, and you crying for the two missing ones. They do not have even two. You guys have eyes, you can see with, you have the nose, you can breathe with. A lot of people, they put the mask. Even me, I'm telling you, do you know I cannot sleep the way you guys are sleeping? I have to put the machine here, which is sleep apnea sort of thing. So, or sort of oxygen, and a lot of air has to go through in my system whole night, and it has straps, and I have to basically, like, I have to put my nose and mouth, and a lot of people worse than me, they have to carry the oxygen cylinder. But you guys have simply nose and you breathe. You do not even realize it's a blessing. A lot of people, they cannot see. They need to have the eye dog or a eye stick or something or someone's to assist them to guide them. Man, you guys have eyes. Some people, they don't even have crunches, and they have the application centering somewhere where they can wish one day having some money so they'll be able to buy some huge electric scooter sort of thing. You guys have, you can run. They're missing all these sports, countless. But if those people, they are saying, why I'm not having the legs, you tell them the same thing. It's a decree of Allah. Allah did not give you because Allah wanted to test your patience. Allah gave it to me because Allah wanted to see my gratefulness. Allah wanted to check me if I'm thankful and grateful or not. Makes sense, boys?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, who else want to say something about?
Love talking. Hope you're having a lovely day.
Hassan, did you hear that?
Yeah, that was just a Google Nest thing. It just talks sometimes for no reason.
Okay, we'll go quickly because we having only maybe less than 10 minutes. I'll go over. You have to understand this word, taghut, because we're going to come back for this taghut word later. Okay. And we have gone through this one a little bit, that we have to understand that this in the it is the mean of the attaining sense of the security guidance in this world and the hereafter. But number 5 is it is means of abundant blessing coming from heaven and earth. So a distinguishing feature of sound Aqidah. So they have some features, they have something. So number 1 is we have to understand it is very clear. It's not confusing. It's not like something gonna tell you some mystery sort of a thing. No, it's very simple, which appeals your. That's why a lot of people, they're coming back to Islam, even white people, a lot of them, because it appeals their heart in accordance with the common sense and sound human nature. So basically, it makes sense, simple. There's Allah, all this world, and us and the Quran. There's no error. Okay, one day there's accountability. It's that simple. It is moderate. So it is not like these are all the practices are doable. Your moms and dads, and you are able to do 5 times a prayer, it's not a rocket science. It's only a few minutes, maybe it takes 5 minutes. Do it. How hard it is not to say a lie. How hard is this? You stay away from the trouble. Even schools people, they tell you all these things and you are doing. So it is a moderate. So it's not, it's unchangeable. So it's not changing because in 2025 it doesn't suit me and it is a thing of a back era. 100 years before or 1400 years before, it's so practical and not, no. It's not gonna change. And it is the on the proof. And we're gonna be going through later, not today. All these aqidah, all these things we're talking about, it isn't mentioned in the Quran and the Hadith. The Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam saying. So each and everything we're gonna have a proof. And not only the proof, let's say if a person who does not believe in Prophet and doesn't believe in Quran, he's not Muslim, he said, no, they have signs and proof in this world too. So we're gonna go through here. Number one, it is clear and straightforward belief with nothing complex about it. There is nothing mystery in and no no aspect of it are exclusively for the clergy to understand. So basically, nothing confusing. Are you guys with me, mere beta?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a common sense belief that is in harmony with innate, like what is inside us. It actually tells us, yeah, this is normal thing for human nature, and it's not contrary. So it is not, that we are different, and this thing is like, contrary means like something challenging, something not befitting. No, it is befitting. It is a normal thing. Number three, it is unchangeable belief. So I'll just through here and I'll move on, and you guys got it. And number four, it is a clear proof and evidence. And we're gonna go all these ayat, inshallah. It's a clear proof there. Number five is a moderate belief. So no
It
exaggeration.
will allow you to
Say that again. Who was saying something? Someone say something? Okay. So we're gonna go through quickly because in coming halaqas, we're gonna be going in depth these things. So I told you guys it is very important you have to learn the aqidah from the right source. Imagine people, adults, they live their life, they are like in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and they're learning aqidah from the wrong person, and now they are doing very, very wrong thing, which is a trouble. Either it is a bid'ah, which is innovation, which will lead to the hellfire, or a shirk, which is also leads to the hellfire. They think they are Muslim, but they're doing a lot of dodgy things. So you have to understand that you learn the aqidah from the right source. What source? And we're going to be talking thoroughly what all these source. And we talk about this particular hadith. There's there's no newborn who born except he is a believer in this religion. So basically, fitra, all the new babies, they are Muslims. But what happens to them? His parents make him Jews, Christian, or Zoroastrian, just as animals bring forth animals with their limbs intact. Do you see he deformed one among them? So basically, in a Christian family, obviously they were practicing Christianity. They made him a Christian. In Jews' families, same as that. In Kafir families, same as that. But he born.
Environment they're born in.
What is that?
It's the environment they're born in. They grow up. If they grow up in a specific environment,
Originally, they were Muslim.
yeah. But originally they're Muslim. But if they go live in that environment, they might change.
There's no might, brother.
I mean,
Son,
yeah, because after
likely.
they do change, they can revert back to Islam.
Okay, so we are running out of a time. Let me conclude these two slides only at least, because in coming days we're gonna be talking about this one. So the sources where we learn the Aqidah from, the Book of Allah, and then the Sunnah, which is the Prophet Muhammad Sallam, he taught us, and the consensus, Ijma of early generation, which is Salaf. The word Salaf means people of before who really practice Islam the way Prophet Muhammad Sallam. So you always understand the Salaf, Salaf, Salaf in Masajid and everywhere. This is what the Salaf mean is. So basically, we learn our Aqidah and Deen, the fundamental, not from the YouTube, not from here and there, not from the doji guy, from the Quran is something needed to be add on from the Sunnah of the Prophet. So when I say Sunnah or Hadith, authentic Hadith, and then the Ijma, which is the and I'll just run through one slide just quickly, and all these things which I'm scrolling up in coming days, we're gonna be keep on. We need to learn all these things, and inshallah I will be telling you all these things thoroughly. But at least you have to understand our this one, our pathway. So basically, what makes people do not do the right things? They go other ways. They go astray. These are the reasons. Number one is the main reason being unaware of what sound aqidah is. They never learned the way you guys are learning. They just grown up, have the beard and all these like 30s and 40s and 50s. You just don't, if you don't believe me, just ask them. A lot of elders, they don't know these things. So we have to understand when these people they have kids and they are sometimes they are engineers, they are doctors, they are like big, but they haven't learned these things. That's the trouble. So number one reason is being unaware of sound aqidah is they don't know, they haven't learned, they not have the chance to learn these things. Second one is following the promoter of the evils. Whoever was doing the wrong thing, he was supporting that one. He was thinking he's doing the right thing. Because anyone, if you do not know the right thing, you can believe anyone. That was a big trouble. You cannot challenge anyone. The number three is following whims and the desires. So basically, I'm gonna do the way I like this in this world. That's the biggest trouble. I don't like this. No, it's not your choice. Number four is exaggerating about the righteous. So if a person want to do his way, but not the Prophet's way, what not the way of Allah. One time, some people they said, "Oh, three people they came to the house. One said, I'm gonna be fasting every day now. And one said, I don't need to marry now. I'll be just doing the namaz and all these things. And the third one saying, okay, I'm gonna be fasting every day. And the one guy was saying, I'm gonna be praying whole night every day. Prophet Sallam was so angry, and he said, basically, it's not acceptable. You cannot exaggerate. We only have the limitation. We only allow to do what the Prophet did. Blind following. If we do not have the knowledge, obviously we're gonna be in some sect and we're gonna be following those people, or we are that. That's the trouble, because we haven't learned the right aqidah. Number six is the following path of the misguided. If misguided people, they are misguided, and if we because we have lack of knowledge, obviously we're gonna be one of them. That's one of the reason. He and then the heedlessness. Number eight is important, arrogance. If I know what is right and wrong, but I still want to be my way. Oh, no, 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 I'm not going to accept it. No, 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 it's not like that. You think Abu Jahl did not know what the Islam was? You think Abu Talib, who was the uncle of the Prophet, so he did not know what the Islam was? They knew. And the final one is the following the foot of the shaitan. See where the shaitan is sitting? All the way at the end. And this is the whole thing we always talk. We always say, oh, shaitan is the first one. Oh, shaitan misled me. Man, shaitan gonna come later. How about your nafs? The nafs, where this gonna stand? I'll leave you guys up to here, and if you have any question, let me know.
No question. No question.
Did you guys understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you know that how I know I have such a small class today, but yeah, which is good for you guys that we'll be able to